Attention! Forward, guide center.
The Maryland Battalion advances slowly behind a line of skirmishers, ordered to take Lower Culp's Hill. The skirmishers quickly become engaged by Federal skirmishers and drive them across Rock Creek and into the woods on the other side. From this position, the Federal skirmishers pour fire onto the exposed Marylanders as they cross a knee-high cornfield near the edge of the creek. Four men in Company B are killed at this point. About 7 p.m., the Confederates wade across waist-deep Rock Creek and move into the woods. The moon chooses this moment to disappear behind some clouds. It is now almost completely dark. The Federals resist as best they might, but can only slow the advance of the Confederate main force, so they continue withdrawing up the hill towards the shelter of their breastworks. General George Sears Greene is on the hill. For his men of the 149th and 137th New York Volunteer Infantry Regiments, survivors of the devastating Union defeat at Chancellorsville 2 months earlier, the moments preceding the time when their own returning skirmishers scramble over the entrenchments are the most intense.
When it was discovered that the enemy was coming and the men had taken their arms and stood in the rifle pits, moments passed which were years of agony. Their pale faces, starting eyeballs, and nervous hands grasping loaded muskets told how terrible were those moments of suspense. Captain George K. Collins, 149th Regiment, New York Volunteer Infantry.
Now, about 40 yards from the summit of Lower Culp's Hill, Samuel Duval advances blindly in the dark. It is about 9 p.m.
Dear Truman, I take great pleasure in giving you any information in my power concerning your brother Ben's death at Gettysburg. We arrived at Gettysburg on the evening of the 1st of July and made the memorable charge at Culp's Hill on the night of the 2nd. After storming and taking the enemy's works, and order had partially been restored, I looked about and found that nearly all the men in my company were absent. I asked permission to look for my brother, whom I knew to be close to me on the advance up the hill. Imagine my surprise and horror when not more than 20 or 30 yards in the rear of the works that they had so gallantly charged, I found them both, Sam and Ben, almost touching each other, cold in death. They were both killed instantly. Poor Sam was pierced through the brain, and poor Ben through the heart. I was in a score of battles since, some very severe, received 2 wounds, but there was nothing to compare with Gettysburg. It has been 40 years since the war closed, but, strange to say, a great many things are as fresh in my mind as if it were yesterday. Come and see me if you can. I must now close. Yours very truly, Daniel Duval.